everyone. Today we're going to be doing yoga to boost your mood. So for today's practice, all you'll need is a yoga mat, 2 blocks, really anything that resembles a block. If you have a pillow or a bolster, please grab that. And then a strap or a belt or a scarf will probably be nice. So coming down to our mat, we'll start today in a supported fish pose. So grab your pillow or your bolster and place it on your mat so that the short edge is really right up at your spine. And then you can extend your legs straight in front of you and just lay back onto the pillow. You can tuck your shoulder blades under to open up through your chest. Allow your feet to relax to the right and the left. And just breathe here in this heart opener pose. Settling into today's practice. Noticing your breath. The breath is often a mirror to our emotional body. So just observing what's going on today with your breath without any judgment or label. If you'd like, you can place one hand on your belly and another on your heart. And feel your body rise and fall with every breath. If you'd like to set an intention for today's practice, please do. It could even be just taking this time to focus on yourself or to still the mind throughout today's practice and let your asana be a meditative movement. Feeling your breath move from the base of your tailbone up to your navel, up to your sternum, and out your nose. You can relax your hands back to the floor, letting your palms face up. And bring your feet into a butterfly position so that the soles of your feet touch. If you have your blocks, it may feel nice to rest your knees on your blocks so that they're not floating in the air. Just opening up in this reclined butterfly. Breathing here for a few minutes. Reconnecting to your intention. Breathing through your heart center, opening up to receive. When you're ready, gently with the help of your hands, bring your knees back together. Move your blocks out of the way. Place your hands down next to you and press yourself up to a seated position. We'll find our way into child's pose. You can move your pillow or cushion out of the way as well. Come into child's pose. Allowing your big toes to touch, knees can go wide. Relax your belly down onto your thighs. And let your forehead actually rest on a block today. So feeling that connection with your forehead and the block, if that feels good to you. Just relaxing your arms down in front of you. And breathing here for a few minutes. Feeling a sense of support and comfort from the universe. On an inhale, press yourself up to a tabletop position. Move your block out of the way. Make sure that your wrists are stacked directly under your shoulders, knees under your hips. We'll thread the needle. Shift your weight into your left hand. Reach your right arm out and up to the side. On exhale, thread it under your left arm. Reach your left palm to the top of your mat for a left body side stretch. On an inhale, slide your hand in front of your face to press yourself up. Reach your right arm back out to the side and lower it down to the mat. Move on to the left arm. Inhale, reach your left arm out to the side. Exhale, thread it under your right. Reach your right palm to the top of your mat. Inhale, gently slide your right palm in front of your face to press yourself up. Inhale, reach your left arm back and out to the side. And exhale, rest everything down to your mat. We'll move through a few cat-cows. Inhale, drop your navel, open up through your chest, face forward. Exhale, arch your spine, hollow open through your chest. Inhale, coming back to cow. Exhale to cat. And do this a few times at your own pace, following your own breath. Coming to a neutral spine, let's take some hip circles, starting small, moving toward the right. Gradually making your circles bigger and bigger. Maybe letting your bum reach your heels. And eventually coming back to neutral. And we'll begin those circles toward the left now, starting small. Gradually making the circles bigger. Maybe bring your bum all the way back to your heels. And coming back to neutral when you're ready. Let's sit back on our heels for a moment and just circle out our wrists. This can be a lot on these joints at first. Once you're ready, come back to tabletop position. And extend your right leg long behind you, pressing the bottom of your toes into the mat. Engage through your core by pressing down on the top of your left foot. And extend your left arm straight ahead to the wall in front of you. You can stay here or hover your back toes a few inches off the mat. Stay here or draw your knee to your elbow, arching through your spine. Kick it back out and crunch in. Extend everything and crunch in one more time, holding here. And lower everything back down to your mat. Moving into the other side. Straighten your left leg, pressing the tops of your toes, the ball of your foot into the mat. Engage your core by pressing the top of your right foot into the floor. And reach your right arm to the wall in front of you. Lengthen all the way to your fingertips. Stay here or maybe hover your back toes a few inches off the mat. Gazing down. You can stay here or maybe draw your elbow to your knee, arch through your spine. Release, stretch it all back out. Kick your heels to the wall behind you. Crunch in and extend. One more time. Reach everything in and together. Hold here and lower everything to the mat. Sit back into child's pose for a breath. From child's pose, gently walk your hands to the top of your mat. Let your legs extend straight down behind you, lying on your belly. Bring your forearms parallel onto the mat, palms pressing down. And come into Sphinx pose. Broaden through your chest, gaze straight ahead. Breathing here in this gentle back bend. When you're ready, gently press yourself up, coming back into tabletop. And we'll find our way to our first downward dog of the day, tucking your toes under, maybe extending your arms out long, and reach your sit bones up to the sky. Pedal out your feet if you'd like, or shift your hips back and forth for this first down dog. Drawing your heels to the mat, but no need for them to touch. Lifting up through your elbows, straightening the arms. Maybe shake your head yes a few times and no. Loosening up the neck. Know that you can always take child's pose when needed. On an inhale, shift your weight into your left foot, reach your right foot up and back, and step through, coming into a lunge. Drop your back knee down for a low lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Breathing here. And exhale, lower your hands behind you, interlace your fingers and straighten your arms, open up through your chest. Let it go. Plant your hands on the mat, step back to plank, hold plank just for a moment, really kicking back through your heels, making sure your wrists are stacked under your shoulders. And press up and back to downward facing dog. We'll move into the left leg, shift your weight into your right, kick your left leg up and back, step through to a lunge, drop your back knee down to the mat, untuck your toes, inhale, reach your arms up overhead, palms facing each other, and breathe here. Release your hands, maybe interlacing your fingers behind your back, straightening your arms to open up through your chest. Release your hands. You can plant your palms down on the mat, tuck your back toe under, step back into a plank position and hold here for a moment, kicking back through your heels, engage through your abdominals. And press everything back into downward facing dog, lifting your sitting bones up to the sky. Prepare to make your way to the top of the mat. Bend your knees, sit your bum back to your heels, and step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway, maybe placing your hands on your shins. Open up through your chest, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, fold forward, let it all go. Inhale, root your eyes, sweep your arms up overhead, look up. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side, find Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet can be together or hips distance apart. Roll your shoulders down and back, and knit together your abdominals. Feel a sense of connection from the soles of your feet into the earth. Inhale, arms up overhead, look up. Exhale, fold forward, flat back, hinging from your hips. Inhale, lift up halfway, open through your chest. Plant your palms on the mat and step back into a plank position. Shift forward, lower down through chaturanga, coming into cobra or up dog. And we'll hold, actually cobra position. So drop your knees. Maybe your arms are a little bent here. And just open up here for a moment. When you're ready, you can flip your toes and come into downward dog. Shift your weight into your left foot, kick your right up and back, step it through, coming into a lunge. Option to drop your back knee or not. Inhale, rise up, press and lunge. Exhale, lower your hands to heart center. Begin to lower your torso over your front thigh and twist to the right. Bringing your left elbow to your right knee, really pressing your palms together, activating through your chest. Kick back through your left heel, engage your back leg. Gaze can be up or straight in front of you. With control, rise back up through center. Reach your arms overhead, palms facing one another. And exhale, fold forward. You can step your right leg back to meet your left, and maybe lower through a vinyasa. Coming through chaturanga, cobra or up dog, and flipping your toes, meeting in downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Moving on to the other side, shift your weight into your right foot. Kick your left leg up and back, step through to a lunge. Option to lower your back knee if you'd like. Or inhale, rise up, press and lunge, really kicking back through your right heel, making sure your front knee stacked over your ankle. Lower your hands to heart center, and begin to hover your torso over your front thigh and twist to the left. Maybe bringing your right elbow to meet your left knee. Gazing up to the ceiling if you would like. Really activating your arms by pressing together through your palms. Kick back through your right heel. With control, rise back up through center. Reach your arms overhead, palms facing each other. And exhale, lower down. Step your left foot back to meet your right, holding in plank, and maybe lowering through a vinyasa. Breathing here in down dog. Knowing you can always take child's pose. Inhale, prepare to make your way to the top of the mat. Bend your knees, sit back. Step with the other foot to the front of your mat this time. Inhale, lift halfway, broaden through your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach your eyes, take your arms up, overhead, look up. Exhale, relax your arms down by your sides. Finding mountain pose, Tadasana. Connecting to your breath. Inhale, reach your arms up, overhead, look up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, open through your chest. Plant your hands in either step or hop back, lowering through chaturanga, up dog or cobra, to downward dog. Breathe here for a moment. And bring your right knee in towards your nose. Lift up off your left toes and crunch in. Exhale, release, switching legs. Shifting your weight into your right foot, bending your left knee into your nose in this downward dog, lifting up onto your right toes, arching your spine, and let it go. We'll do that one more time each leg. Lifting the right knee up to your nose, lowering it down. Lifting the left knee up to your nose, lowering it down. Finding downward dog. And lower down to child's pose. Letting your big toes touch, relaxing your belly onto your thighs. Let your forehead rest either on a block or the mat. When you're ready, remove your block, press back up to downward facing dog. Shift your weight into your left foot. Kick your right leg up and back, draw your knee to your nose, and step through to a lunge. We'll move into warrior two. Spin your back heel down to the mat. Make sure your back toes are slightly pointing to the top of your mat, and you have front heel with back arch alignment in your feet. Swing your arms up to be parallel to your mat, and bend through your front knee, making sure it's stacked over your ankle. Gaze can be over your front fingertips. Breathe here. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Lift your top arm up to the sky. Drop your left arm to your thigh. Come back to warrior two. Move into extended side angle. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Reach your left fingertips up and over. Really press through the back heel. Leaving a line of energy from your back heel all the way to your top fingertips. Inhale, bring your arms back up to warrior two. Breathing here for one breath. And lower your hands down to the mat. Step back into plank. Lowering through your vinyasa or not. You can always press back to downward dog. Meeting in down dog, holding here for a few breaths. Shift your weight into your right foot. Kick your left leg up and back. Draw your knee to nose. Step through to a lunge. Spin your back heel down. Make sure your toes are pointing slightly towards the top of your mat. And come up into warrior two. Shifting your weight into your front heel. Making sure your knees stack over ankle and in line. Tracking with your second toe. Knit together your abdominals. Lower your shoulders away from your ears. Gaze to the front. Reverse your warrior, drop your back palm, flip your top palm up to the sky, look up. Come back to warrior two, move into extended side angle. Bring your left elbow to the left thigh. Reach your right arm up and over, really stretch through your fingertips. Feel the line of energy from your back heel up to your fingers. Sitting low. Inhale, come back to warrior two for a breath, gazing over your front fingertips. And cartwheel your hands down to the mat, stepping back to plank, maybe lowering through vinyasa. Breathing here, reconnect to your breath. Maybe shifting your hips, doing anything that feels good in your body. On an inhale, prepare to make your way to the top of your mat. Step or hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Root to rise. On an inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Look up. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. Breathing here in Tadasana. Moving into chair pose. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, shift your weight into your heels and sit back into your chair. Broaden through your chest. Lower your hands to heart center. And twist over to the right, maybe bringing your left elbow to your right knee. Making sure that you're sitting in your heels. Knees are in line. Open up through your chest by pressing your palms firmly together. Stay low, come back to center. And twist to the left. Bring your right elbow to your left knee. Engaging your arms, sitting back. You should be able to lift your toes off the mat. Come back through center, stay low. And exhale, fold forward. Maybe moving your knees around. Letting everything go. Pedaling out your feet. And let's stay here in this forward fold. Maybe take your stance wider than hips distance and interlace opposite elbows to hands. You can take a rag doll here, rocking back and forth. Reconnecting to your breath. And gently release your hands and roll up one vertebrae at a time, breathing in deeply. Coming to stand. Face the long edge of your mat and grab your belt or your strap. We'll move into Prasarita Padottanasana C. Once you're facing the long edge of your mat, step your feet as wide as your wingspan. So if you reach your arms out to the side, your wrist would be just about over your feet. And then you can either interlace your hands behind your back or grab onto your strap if you feel like your shoulders are just a little tight today. And really activate your legs. Press through all four corners of your feet. Lift your crown of your head up to the sky. Breathe in, lengthen here. And exhale, hinge from your hips with a flat back, fold forward. You can reach your arms up overhead, drawing your crown down to the floor now. If you would like to rest the crown of your head on a block, you can do that, or maybe the floor. Straightening through your arms. Breathing here for another minute. Opening through your heart center. And on an inhale, gently rise up, keeping a flat back. Let your strap go, roll your shoulders out, and heel toe your feet in. We'll come into Malasana, yogi squat. So you can bring your feet wider than hips distance apart, toes pointing out, shift your weight back into your heels, and sit down, either on a block or hovering. You can bring your hands to a prayer position, pressing your elbows into your knees, allowing your groin to open and broaden through your chest. When you're ready, shift forward with the help of your hands. Allow yourself to come up. We'll move into tree pose. If you know you like to have a block nearby for tree pose for a little extra support, please grab that block now and place it next to your right foot. Shift your weight into your left, standing tall. Gently rise your right foot off the mat, either placing it on your inner calf or with the help of your hand above your knee to your inner thigh. Your hands can come to your hips, heart to heart center right now. And really draw your left hip in toward the midline. Lengthen up through your spine and reach the crown of your head up to the sky. You can stay here or maybe grow your branches, taking your arms up overhead, palms facing forward, fingertips spread. Balancing challenge today would be swaying your branches in the wind or closing your eyes. Find a drishti, a point of focus to gaze at here to help with your balance. And breathe here for a few more moments. If you fall, just come right back in. No judgment. Every day is different. Lower your hands back to heart center if you're not there already. And gently release your foot back down to the mat. Maybe shake out your legs a little bit. We'll move into the other side. You can move your block to be next to your left foot now if you're using one. Shift your weight into your right foot. And place your sole of your foot on your calf, or with the help of your hands above your knee. And draw your right hip in toward the midline. Hands can come to your hips. Prayer position at heart center. Finding your drishti again, your point of focus. Gazing there now. Option to grow your branches, reaching your arms up to the sky, palms facing forward, spreading your fingertips. Balance challenge could be swaying your branches in the wind, closing your eyes. A few more moments. If you fall, just come right back in. You can lower your hands back to heart center if they're not there already. And gently lower your foot back down to the mat. Shake everything out, letting it go. And once you're ready, we'll come down to our mat to a seated position. You can reach your legs out in front of you. And we'll find Navasana, boat pose. Bring your legs up to 90-90 straight, or allowing them to rest on the floor gently. Lean back just enough so your abdominals are engaged. And reach your arms to the wall in front of you. Broaden through your chest. Holding here for a few breaths. Challenge today will be extending your legs straight and lowering your back a few inches. And then crunching in back to Navasana, lifting your chest back up, bending through your knees. You can do this a few times, or stay where you are. 2 more. Make sure you're breathing. Last one. And lower everything down, come into a ball. Let it go. Keep your knees bent and lower your back onto the mat. Begin to find bridge pose. Option 2, take a supported bridge, which would mean putting a block under your pelvis for support here. Or make sure that your knees are in line with your ankles. Shift your weight into your heels and lift your hip bones up to the sky. Broaden through your chest by maybe gripping the outer edges of your mat or releasing your hands behind your back, lifting your back body up to the sky. Breathe here for 5 breaths. Lower everything down, breathing for a moment. We're going to go right back up. Inhale, press through your heels, lift your hips up to the sky. Maybe interlacing your hands and straightening your arms behind your back. Breathing here for 5 breaths. Options to always take supported bridge. And lower everything down. Now everyone will be taking a supported bridge this time. Lift your hips up just enough to slide your blocks under your pelvis. And then let everything go. Let your palms face up, tuck your shoulder blades under. And just breathe here. Remembering your intention. noticing how your breath may have changed from beginning of practice to now. When you're ready, gently lift your hips up just enough to remove the block from under you and hug your knees in, maybe rock side to side, interlacing your hands below your knees on your shins. And take a supine twist. Bring your arms out to a T, cross your left leg over your right, and drop your knees over down to the right side. If this is too much on your back, grab a block and allow your knees to rest on them. Gaze can be over to the left if that feels okay through your neck. Gently uncross your knees and bring your legs back up through center. Cross your right leg over your left this time. Drop your knees over to the left. Maybe letting your knees relax on a block or the floor. Gaze can be over to the right if that feels okay through your neck. And when you're ready, uncross your knees, bring your legs back up through center, and find happy baby, bringing your arms inside your knees. You can kick your feet up to the sky, draw your knees towards your armpits. You can rock back and forth or stay still here. Lower your feet to the mat. We'll take a figure 4 now. Let your knees bend, stacking over your ankles. And lift your left ankle to meet on top of your right thigh. You can open up your pelvis or your hips by gently pressing your left palm into your inner left thigh here. Opening up. Option to stay here or interlace your hands behind your thigh and lift your right foot off the mat, flexing through both feet, and gently draw your knee toward your face. You can return your right foot back to the mat if it's not there already, releasing your hands. And with the help of your hands, guiding your left foot back down to the mat. Moving to the other side, you can lift your right foot up and place your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Open up through your hip by pressing the palm of your right hand into your inner right thigh. You can stay here or lift up your left foot, flexing through both feet, and interlace your hands behind your left thigh. Draw your left knee up toward your face. Lower your left foot back down to the mat. With the help of your hand, you can lower your right. And take your feet wide, keeping your knees bent. Allow your knees to fall into the center to touch. In this constructive rest pose, placing both of your hands on your abdomen or your belly. Beginning to wind everything down. And the last pose today before Savasana will be legs up the wall. So if you'd like to make your way to a wall now, please do. Other option would be placing a block under your pelvis. And bring your right hip right up against the wall. You can bend your knees and then lay back and sweep your feet up the wall. Letting them relax however they would like to on the wall. You can face your palms up to the sky, tuck your shoulder blades under to broaden through your chest, and rest here for a few minutes. Reconnecting to your intention today. Slowly lower your knees into your chest. Breathe here for a moment, noticing the difference in your legs now, feeling the blood rush back into them. Slowly roll over onto your right or left side and press yourself up. Come back to your mat and prepare for Savasana, our final resting pose. Grabbing any props that you like to use for Savasana now. Maybe a pillow or a rolled blanket under your knees, a strap to cover your eyes if you're in a bright place. Anything you like to use. And I'll guide you in and out of this Savasana. So please do take this time for yourself to rest. Making your way, laying on your back, now extending your feet in front of you. Feeling your whole body be supported by the earth in this moment. Letting your feet relax out to the right and the left. Letting any tension go through your toes, through your knees, through your shins. Releasing any tension through your thighs and your hips. Try and soften through your belly. Letting everything go, relaxing across your chest and shoulders. And feel a sense of relaxation down your biceps to your forearms, to your palms. And let any tension flow out your fingertips. Releasing tension through your neck and jaw. Maybe wiggling your jaw a little. Closing the eyes if you're comfortable. Relaxing through your forehead, and your whole face, and your whole body. As thoughts arise, acknowledge them, but let them flow right on by. Take these few minutes for yourself to still your body and your mind. Savasana. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, welcoming movement back into your body. Begin to deepen your breath. Let your breath return to its natural rhythm. Gently reach your arms up overhead and point your toes for a full body stretch. Bend your knees and draw your knees up into your chest. Roll over onto your right or left side. And let your head rest on your bicep or your arm. Lay here in fetal position for a few moments, releasing any residue from today's practice or from your day into the earth. Keeping your eyes closed or soft, gently press yourself up on an inhale, slowly coming to a seated position. You can place your palms face down on your lap to ground, or allow your palms to face up to the sky to receive. Reach your crown of your head to the sky and lengthen through your spine, sitting up tall. We'll finish today with a few rounds of alternate nostril breathing. Begin by placing your index finger over your right nostril and breathe in through the left side of your nostril. Hold your breath at the top and switch your grip to cover your left nostril. Breathe out your right nostril. Breathe in your right nostril. Switch your grip and breathe out your left nostril. Breathe in your left side. Hold at the top, switch your grip, and breathe out the right. Breathe in the right. Breathe out the left. Breathe in the left. Breathe out the right. Do this a few more times at your own pace. Just a few more. Even out both sides. Come back to center, relaxing your palms down onto your lap. Honor yourself for showing up today and for all of your hard work. Really recognize how you took time for yourself today to boost your mood and focus on your physical and emotional body. You can bring your hands to heart center in prayer position. And bow forward with gratitude. Namaste. Oki definitely liked that breath work. He participated, as you can see. But thank you all for sharing your practice with me today. If you have any questions, please reach out as usual. Yes. Oki says you can reach out to him too if you have questions. He's quite the expert, apparently. Um, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your week, and thank you so much.